All right.
Commonly called Medicare Advantage. If you're losing benefits for any reason,
All right. Let's go ahead and get started. YouTube is up. Came up pretty quick today. Um, Today's the 24th, Monday. We got one more week to go, and we're at the front again. So, not even a week, really. 4 days. The update at this point is still quiet. They're trying to finish as quickly as possible. He hired, like I said last week, he hired some new people to work on it. And from what he said Saturday, I did talk to him Saturday, is that they have the framework done and they're just adding the products. What they had to do is redo it, basically, because when I gave him the update of how it works, like I said, he was building one thing and it's always been the way I explained it, but I guess I didn't explain it well enough. Since giving him the updates of how it works, that's what they're working on. He needed help, so he went and got it. So all I can say at this point is just give me time to give him time to finish it. He said by the end of the month. I guess he's going to take it right to the end of the month. As far as the other parts and pieces that are working in the background, just waiting for the word, really. Everything is thumbs up. Pretty much all the documents that need to be in place are in place. Just checked those, as a matter of fact, last night. They called me, so that's a good thing. It's just a matter of finishing that. So we're on the mend on two avenues. Finish up the software, and like I said before, the things that I put together for myself and the family are right at the verge of finishing. So that's where we are. There's a couple things I wanted to talk on or just ask questions just to see if you guys are practicing. I'm going to say maybe 10 or 12 people out of the what we got here tonight. I'm going to pick on you, 99 people. When was the last time you logged into your wallet? When was the last time you logged into your cold storage? Do you have your passwords, seed phrase, and all the information you're going to need here in a very short moment? Now, I'm sure all of you have had a chance to see what President Trump is talking about and what's going on as far as where our finances are headed. They are headed directly to the blockchain. Told you guys. I told you. Please, if you have not logged into your wallets, if you have not logged into your cold storage, if you have one, please do so. You don't want to fumble when the time comes. If everything moves over to crypto and that's the only way things can be moved, trust and believe I'm not going to wait on you. I'm not. All right. So you need to get that together for sure. Because things are moving in that direction quickly. They're talking. Well, he's already signed a executive order for XRP. He's already signed documentation switching the old banks like we knew them to the new banks. And if you've gone in a bank lately, you'll notice that the inside of the bank has changed. Less tellers, more seats for you to sit down and talk to them. Have you noticed that? They do things right in front of you to see if you have paid attention. Most people just go in the bank, oh, I see y'all cleaning up, and that's it. Never think about, okay, what was this all about? Why did you change the inside of the bank? Remember when I told you, when this flips over, your finances will belong to you. The quantum financial system and your ID are linked. The banks no longer will get your stuff and then tell you how to use it. You're going to have to bring it to them. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of people, and I'm not picking on seniors, I'm talking young people that have no idea what's happening, no idea what's coming. Middle age, seniors, all the ranks, because no one's told them. Have you told anybody in your family what's coming? Have you explained to them that they need to get some knowledge on crypto, how to move it, how to get it, what a wallet is? If you haven't, you're dropping the ball. Educate, educate, educate. The only reason why you guys know about it because we've had a discussion. I brought it up. Now, most of you already had your wallets and stuff, but now you got more information about it, why you need it, what to do with it. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I was asked to help some people, no names, no age, and basically I asked some questions, and see, most of us don't ask questions. Well, you ask questions, but the wrong ones. When are you going to launch? As soon as I can. That's all I can say on that. It's out of my hands. If it was me doing it, I could give you a number or a date. I have to go by what other people say. But the questions I'm asking, did you ask, just like a few minutes ago, did you explain any of what's coming to your family or the people around you? Are you having conversations? Do they know what a wallet is? Can they get to it by navigating on the phone? Some people only use the phone for hello, bye. A lot of people, beep, 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 games. And the other ones, la, 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 set up until their ear hurt. But a lot of people cannot navigate a cell phone. How to copy and paste on a cell phone. We got to learn this stuff. We got to get into it. Start asking questions. Go to YouTube. Figure it out. I mean, I got a Apple 2 years ago. It was a gift. I have not fired it up. The individual had an Apple. I couldn't explain anything to him, so I felt bad. I got an Apple sitting right behind me. So when I say all of us, I'm talking about me too. So I'm gonna fire up the Apple and learn it. So I can explain to people that have an Apple how to go to the here and how to copy and paste, how to move, how to bring up screens and switch screens. You know, just like you would on a computer, you minimize the screen. Well, you can do that on the phone too, if it's a smartphone. But you got to know the buttons. Then you have to be able to navigate back to where you were when you minimized it. Practice, 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 practice. While there's nothing to do, while everything is quiet, practice. Go into your wallet. If you got a couple dollars, move some crypto. Go buy a couple dollars worth or whatever you can do. Just get used to the process. Here's a scenario. I've been told any moment. That literally means at 3 o'clock in the morning, things could happen. Right? Now watch this. I get a phone call at 2:30 in the morning. They say, go to this site and download this and upload that. I need a picture of your driver's license. I need you to upload. Okay. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You have 15 minutes, or we'll go to the next person. What would happen to you in that scenario? Would you be able to do it? Or would you have to call somebody? Believe it or not, it can happen just like that. It could happen just like that. Phone call. My hair's on fire. I wish I had my other shirt on. What's the little guy that's on fire? So again, there are some steps that are going to be taken quickly right after things are released to me. So I need, like I said, it could come crypto. That's what they're flirting with right now. I had to resend my Tangem receive code. They wouldn't ask for it if they weren't going to use it. So I'm literally waiting, just like you guys, just like everybody else. But it sounds like it's going to be crypto. Now, how do I send you $1,000 crypto? How fast could you find your receive code? You know what to do with it when you get it? How do you purchase something once you receive it? Did you look up or try to get a crypto debit card? I think I've talked about that almost a month straight. So those are the questions you want to ask yourself. The other thing I want to touch on, and a couple people did it last week and the week before that, and I appreciate you greatly. No one's bringing anybody new to the call. Is there a reason? Just curious. I know that things are a little crunchy around the edges, to say the least. And trust me, I get it. If I told you what I was trying to keep together, a lot of you would stop asking that question. But I get it. You ask because you want to know. And I asked you to ask. So we have to participate or be present in everything we're doing. There is no kick back, put your feet up, chill. If nothing else, explain the things that we've talked about to your family members, to your cousins, your uncles, aunts, grand. You see that President Trump is about to release some type of dividend or funds coming to everybody. And you have half the country fighting it. What I can't understand is you have an opportunity to be extremely blessed. And the first thing that comes to mind is, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't have to do that. When you look at the scenario, and I was just paying attention to some of the things that these so-called politicians are saying about it. and you look at the fact that they want to stop Elon because he is lifting up the dress, showing what they're getting on a regular daily basis. Now, if you were doing something illegal and you are receiving vast amounts of finances or resources illegally, and you know it's illegal, when you have families starving, being evicted, losing their homes, losing their cars, dying for lack of medication, what does that make you? Now that this man is going in and showing everything, which should have happened years ago, they're only fighting because they know they're going to be found out. Right? Same thing applies here. The fighting is not supporting. Plain and simple. Let's call it what it is. No sugarcoat. There is always a way to make it if you so choose to have it. We prefer to do it the professional, honest way. That's the only way I will do anything, really. But being present means being part of. Part of the process, part of moving forward. I'm doing all I can to make it go forward. I have objectives that I'm going to complete. There is an agenda to fast track things as soon as things are released to me. Or if they go ahead and finish the software, we go ahead and get started. Now, I have a question. Suppose, now watch, suppose Thursday afternoon, they hand me the software and it's up and running. What do you do? What do you do? You get your phone call to set up your appointment. What's the next step? The next step is get active. On that moment that you hear that we have launched, tell everybody in your family. They don't have to come off no money. Come to a call to hear about it. Everybody on here should be bringing at least what, 2 people? Just 2 people. But like I said, it's okay. We're going to get there with or without input. Like I said, the plan to go forward with the young lady with the commercial is already set in stone. I just have to pay her. Once it's created, it'll be sent to KOD. They will check it out. If everything is good, they'll run it. Okay. And that'll be my input. It'll then be released to the 2 team leaders. How many they bring in, I have no idea what they're going to do. If they even have what they say they have. All you can do is go by what people say. So I'm looking for it to be given to me by the end of this week. I hope all of you are ready. I hope you have your wallets, your emails fixed, taken care of. You filled out the forms. You're on the mailing list. I haven't mailed anything in a while, so, there's nothing there. I may do a test tomorrow, just to test the system to make sure everybody's good on it. Make sure you receive it. Matter of fact, yes, I'm going to do a test tomorrow. So that means look in your inbox and your spam box. There's not going to be a link in there. It's just going to be a picture. But I don't know if a picture it will activate the spam stuff. They're so ridiculous with this. But anyway, it'll be a picture. And then I'll just send it. If you get it, great. If you didn't or don't, you need to be making some phone calls. Or at least send an email to 2or3inagreement@gmail.com. I did not get the email. But before you do that, check the spam, check all mail, check inbox, and social media if you have that tab live. Check all boxes before you call or send an email to 2 or 3. Okay, check everything. Now, if it's nowhere to be found, send an email, they'll take care of it. When we get into these calls, some of you will be called. Like I said, once we know that we're moving forward, I'm going to go into the back office and whoever's red back there is going to get a phone call. Just answer the questions. They're going to ask you a series of 4 questions. Do you plan to go forward? Yes or no? And there's 3 other questions, but you'll know who it is because they're going to text you first and then call you. Text first and then call you. Now, the only thing that I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page is when you set these appointments. When you set the appointment, you're going to be talking to the enroller. I'm just asking you in advance, please don't get on there with a bunch of questions. That's what this call is for. Okay, they're going to ask you some questions. It's okay to ask a couple of questions, but don't get into these long, drawn out explanations for this or that and asking about other people. You're on that call to take care of your position. Now, if you are handling positions for people, say that before you get started because they don't know who you're handling. Okay, and you may have to make separate appointments for that. These appointments are going to be to set up the entire network to take it from red and blue to all green. And for those who have quit completely, it'll just be red. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm trying to purchase those positions. We'll see if they say yes or no. But I'm not going to do that or even make that phone call until after we have launched. All right. The call is going to be a little lengthy because you're going to sign up. You may have to use your LLC. I hope everyone has that. If you're just coming in, you're going to use the first position as your name and the second position an LLC. If you have a jump start, you need 2 LLCs. They don't need to be registered or activated. Just get the EIN number. That's all you need to open the account. Okay? If you are one of those 007 people that don't like your name on stuff, you're going to need 2 LLCs. Believe it or not, there's some people out there. I don't like my name on nothing. No, don't put my name. It's funny to me. Go to the dark web and see where your name is. Go on Google, put your name in there. See how many people got your information. Okay, so it makes me laugh sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. Those are the scenarios. Now, again, there are people that don't want the two positions. Now, for those, and you have that choice. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. Depending on how we start, if we start with the software, the promise delivered software is all done and we take off, or if we start off with the funds that are coming to me. Two different scenarios. Okay, two different scenarios. The first scenario, software, it's going to launch, it's going to do just like we've talked about and all this stuff. First grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, you go over. If you are one of those that don't want those positions, fourth grade, you can go ahead and subscribe or purchase something. The next time you come to the fourth grade, you could go ahead and do your donation. The third time you come to the fourth grade, shop or withdraw. It's up to you. Or donate. Remember, the bread basket is the one that's doing the humanitarian projects, helping people and other things that it's going to be doing. I don't want to say too much until I have it in my hands. But the bread basket, everybody should be giving to it because it is going to help people. It's going to help you. Okay? Not saying you have to go in there and break yourself, but please do participate with that. And that's for those who, you know, don't want the two positions. Internationals cannot get into Team Royal, at least not yet. I do have a product that I'm going to share with them that should give them a extreme advantage in the cellular department. It's going to be a package deal. It's going to be a cell phone, internet, and a bunch of goodies all in one pack. Okay, all in one pack. So it's a large pack, but it also can go anywhere in the world, even in a cave. All right, so hopefully it's big enough for them to say, yeah, that's doable. Or, you know, you never know with companies. Some want to get big, some don't. They like not being huge. So they may turn it down. Hopefully, prayerfully, they'll say yes, which will make them international, which will open the floodgates. Okay, that's the objective. But a promise delivered is absolutely international, and a lot of people are going to be blessed with it. All right, so that's the two scenarios on the fourth grade. Everything else is exactly what it says on the website. How many have you been to the website lately? How many times have you watched the video? How to get started? I know, tell on yourself. Not me. I didn't. Outside of that, that's what I have this evening. I'm just going to stay in massive spirits, elevated. And as soon as we get it, we get it. We got it, and we take off and run with it. If the funds come through first, same scenario. Same scenario. For those who don't want the two positions, just, you know, you just wait. Okay? You just wait. Because if it's coming out of the funds are putting people into Team Royal, not doing the shopping and all that. If you are not going into the Team Royal, you have to wait for a promise delivered to launch. Okay. The funds are going to help facilitate those who, excuse me, that have been paying. And if you happen to have a Team Royal position, you will be pushed forward. So you're going to start receiving anyway. Okay. The funds that are coming through are for Team Royal to get people activated at the 398 level until everybody is in. Okay. After that, it's basically just, wait and see or see and wait. But for as much as I would love to say tomorrow we launch, can't do it just yet. All right. Hang in there. It looks like he's going to go to the end of the month. I know everybody has to make another payment. Trust me, I dread these payments too. I'm paying for 2 other people. Okay. So it was 3, but I couldn't swing it any longer. Just like I know some of you can't swing it. I get it. Hold on to one of them. If you're one of those that have 2 positions, hold on to one of them. I get it. $300 is a lot of money, especially when there's nothing coming back from it. I get it. I don't know how many times I got to tell you guys, I get it. But I still get, the question mark. Why? Why? I gotta pay again. I know. Me too. All right, so questions. Let's go ahead and jump on that. You guys haven't talked in the past couple of calls. I need to hear from y'all. So Q&A. I'm going to keep the recording going, so keep them short. Hold on. You should be able to unmute.
Are you calling me first?
Yep, you're the only one up. Go right
Okay.
ahead.
So when we're talking about being paid in our crypto, Montalvo, when we sign up, do we put our crypto number that we want to be paid by in the office, and that'll be protected so we don't have to go get it out of our safe or get it off our phone every time we want to be paid? Will it be
So,
held in the back office?
1, you're not paid. 2,
Well, sorry.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Right now, it's still in US dollar. Okay. It was too much trying to get him to do all this other stuff. I just want to get launched. So it's going to be in US dollars. So you just connect your bank, it goes to the bank, then you move it wherever you need to move it. But trust me when I say, and one of the main things that I was looking at is that if these funds are released, I'm going to go right to the professionals, the pros, and have him turn over what he has to them. Now, they did say 3 months, but before you lose your mind, not you, but just everybody, when it's completed, it will not only be all the bells and whistles, it'll be 100% automated. You'll have your own debit card, crypto debit card. You will have your own withdrawal system to where you can put it wherever you want to put it. And yes, to answer your question, you're going to put your receive address in the back office. And whenever you hit withdraw, that's where it goes, minus the fees.
If you're going to have a debit,
you.
if you're going to have a debit card, we won't even really need to worry about ours except moving some to cold storage.
Yeah,
You got us covered, brother.
that was the plan from day one.
Oh yeah, I mean
I wanted to build
that makes
something
it.
that people could use and not worry about it.
Yeah, that makes it simple, Simon, because whatever we don't want to spend or don't need, move it over to the cold storage so no one can touch it.
Yep.
Thank you. That's all I had. You have a wonderful evening, man.
Thank you. You too. Geronimo,
Good evening.
good evening.
As what you just said, about 3 months. So are you saying that if and when we launch, we would go down and then have to wait for 3 months for it to come back?
No, 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 no. When he gives me the software, let's say he gives me the software Thursday, I'm gonna launch. But the software is not going to be the bells and whistles. It's not going to be the fully loaded. It's not going to be the 100% automated. It's just going to be kind of quirky. But I would rather have quirky and get people moving through the system while I am working on the bells and whistles. You see what I'm saying? So whatever he has finished by the end of the week and he turns it over to me, that's what we'll run on while they're building the big boy. Okay. Once the
Yes.
big boy is built and finished, which should take about, he said, about 3 months to do an e-commerce peer-to-peer. When they're done, I'll give them the keys to the back office of this one and they migrate the whole thing over to the new software.
So it should be stringless.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the one that we're getting from the programmer is guided towards a bells and whistles system. He just don't have the time to do it. That's what it bottoms out to.
Okay.
The big boys, that's what they do for a living. That's why it costs $176,000.
Okay, that's understandable. The funds you were talking, you're speaking about receiving and giving to us. How are they going to be dispatched to us? What method?
Funds won't be given to you, not like that. What's going to happen is you'll be put into Team Royal. No funds will go to people like that. I can't do that. But I
Okay.
can put you into Team Royal and get that cycle going, get everybody moving into the system. That's why I was saying for those who don't want the Team Royal, there won't be a $3.98 sent to them. The $3.98 happens in Team Royal, or they're going into Team Royal. All right. So that's how that's going to work. The only people that will actually receive funds are those who are on the refund list. They have to be refunded. And it'll come
Okay.
out of those funds.
Okay. Well, how will they get that from you, the refund?
Oh, they'll be contacted and I'll find out how they want it.
Okay.
But if they send it to me in crypto, that's how it's going to them.
Okay. All right. Well, at the present time, I'm not able to receive or make calls. Something has happened to my server. I got in touch with them. I had to go to their office today. It's Xfinity, and they told me that it was an outage in my area somehow, and it may be back on by midnight tonight. It may be tomorrow. So I'm just saying, I hope nothing comes about that I have to have a telephone call because I can't receive it.
Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. If I have to get a hold of anybody, they got to get it to me first before I start calling folks. So even with that, we still have the call. If you come on the call, I may put up a board or a window with names in it and all that. I don't know how I'm gonna do it just yet, but that's how that's gonna work.
Yeah, but it's a strange situation because I can receive emails, I can go to Facebook, I'm here on YouTube on my phone, but I can't receive calls, make calls. So it's a strange situation.
You sure that's not the unit?
You talking about my telephone?
Uh-huh.
No, as I said, I went to Xfinity today, and there's nothing wrong with that. They told me that it was an outage somewhere, and they would have to work on it, and it may be back up tonight at midnight or maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's a strange situation. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it either.
Yeah, well, sometimes when people hit telephone poles, they snap those guide wires, and if they hit those boxes in the ground, those green boxes, I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah.
If
yes,
they
I have.
hit them, that's where the cable is. It's underneath the ground. It'll snap that wire or whatever. It's either on the telephone pole or under the ground. And if somebody hits them things like out in the woods somewhere, it severs that line for for everybody.
Well, it have been a lot of sirens going on out here earlier today, so I know something did happen. So
There you go. Could have been a
I was
fire. You never know.
yeah, but I can receive emails. But just wanted to let you know that because I can't give you a call and let you know that, or even send you a text. So that's what my situation is. Hopefully, it'll be resolved before we, get into the launch phase and everything.
Yeah,
I'm
you
looking
won't
forward
miss
to
it
that.
though. Trust
All
me.
right. All right.
Trust me, you won't miss it.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. David,
Hey, Montalvo, how you doing tonight?
blessed and highly favored.
Okay. Hey, Montalvo, are you able to touch on whoever gets a monthly Social Security? Like I get mine second Wednesday of every month. Are you able to touch on that or not while recording?
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't have that's giving financial advice. I can't do that.
Okay, no, I was just asking because I know you were mentioning before that
Mhm.
if things go through, Social Security it will be affected, but you didn't get into it because you're not allowed to.
Right.
Uh,
So all that is up in the air right now because of what President Trump is doing
right.
and what is being found out. So that's real touchy subject right now.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, because I have direct deposit to Ally Bank. Have had Ally for many years. They're the best bank around. I've found out, and direct deposit 2 days early, no matter what. And but direct deposit from Social Security is in the form of direct deposit check. So, but we don't know what's happening just yet. So, okay, that's fine. We will just have to watch it then.
Yep.
Thank you. Oh,
You're-
by the way, were you going to get into the guitar playing or not just yet?
No, I
Remember
had
what
to wait.
remember what you promised. Remember what
Yeah,
you
I'm working
promised.
on it. Trust me.
Okay,
You
no
notice it's
problem.
not in the
Hey,
corner, right?
yeah,
Look in the corner.
I see it. Montalvo, everything will be changing.
Yep.
We just got to be patient and chill out.
Right.
That's all.
It's right here. It's no longer in the
Exactly.
corner. It's right here. So
Thank you.
trust, I'm working on it.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye.
You too. Peter.
So my question is with regard to the funds coming from Team Royal. Presently, I have an EIN position under me because the one person just is not paying. So I thought in order to receive money, I have a position under me. So on my second position, will that second position go under my Jumpstart or the second one I put under me?
So it'll go under your second position.
Okay, because remember, I have an EIN under my Jumpstart. That's me.
Right.
I myself. Okay.
Right.
So it'll
So
go under that one. Okay.
You want to
thank
put
you.
it under that one.
Okay. Thank you.
Here's the reason why. And a lot of people are going to be blessed in this same aspect. So it's a blessing and a headache at the same time. When, let's say the funds come through and I put everybody in, you're on a brand new position that is available to receive all of the bonuses. That Jumpstart position is stale now. It's past the 30 days, it's past the 60 days, it's past the 90 days. So if you put anything under that one, all that bonus stuff is gone, right? We're still going to put positions under it, but to maximize going in again or going in fresh, you want to go in as close to a new position as possible so you get the 30 to 60 to 90 bonuses on all of those. The fact that you're coming in as a QMD with an outside, your position that you put it under gets a bonus because they signed up a fully vetted position, with the business and an outside membership. There's bonuses for doing that because normally people are signing up as just a, what is the other one? It'll come to me.
Customer,
No. Customer is the outside member. The business position.
LLC.
Right. So don't forget, everybody, I just want to throw this in there too. You still have the VIP discount. So that new position can come in under you at $149. Just in case you may have forgotten. You do have that voucher. Okay, but all the stuff that we're going to be doing new is going to go under the new or the newest, oldest position. Valen.
Hey Montalvo, I know previously on the last call, I think you said the 175 payment was being split up. Has that been fixed
The 175 payment.
for the software? So when the 175 is put in, it was being split. I think
Yeah, that's what they're working on.
okay.
Yeah,
So that's the main thing.
it was not only splitting, it was going like you put the 175 in, it would do one. And within a click, it would go to two, another click, it'd go to three. It wasn't even, he didn't do that right at all. But the new guy, that's what he does. So he's already, I think he's on 8 or 9. Last week it was 6 or 5 or 6. He's on 8 and 9 now. He's only got a few more to go.
Oh, so we have a new programmer.
No, same programmer, help, that is a coder, straight up coder. That's what he does.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. That's great news.
Yep.
Another thing is I wanted to ask if whenever you get the information for Team Royal. So sorry. Team Royal, can you send it out in the email? Because I wanted to get on some of the calls.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Let's see. Any other questions? Go ahead and raise your hand. Any other questions? Go ahead, Juanita.
yes, Montalvo. I think we must have discussed that before. So the jump start that we have, we're gonna continue paying for that.
Yes.
Okay. So the new one is
It doesn't,
extra.
yeah, it doesn't go away. It's just that of the bonuses that you would get off of that or would have gotten off of that, the time has expired. But that's still a valid position. All of them are.
Okay. Alrighty. We're here, ready and waiting.
Absolutely. Same here.
Okay, and
Geronimo?
Oh, yes. So since you said the help, the cavalry's come in, so if he's on 8 or 9, then it's a good possibility that by the end of this week, he could have that completed. And we could be looking at maybe the beginning of the month, as you said, getting launched. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at.
That's what I'm looking at. I don't want to see anything other than that.
No, that's true. Thank you.
Absolutely. Let's see. Lower. David Kane.
Oh, hi. My jumpstart position that I've got, I've been paying that. But the payment's due tomorrow, and I'm thinking, well, I want to pay it, but I also the money I put aside is for a promise delivered, and I haven't got money for both to do at the moment. So should I just keep that active at the moment, or?
Yes. Keep that active.
a
And
team,
then, like I said,
team.
yeah, keep that active because I know for a fact that these funds are going to be released. What day it happens, I don't know. The
Okay.
bread basket was receiving, there's a little bit in there. I may be able to help one or two out of there. Or if the funds be released. If the funds are released, then, you know, it's not that big of a deal because basically everything's going to get funded.
Yeah.
And from there, you should start receiving daily where you'll be able to take care of everything.
Okay. And with my situation, I can't go in. You know, you said I can't go in for the other two positions, so I'm just going to have to jumpstart. So will that be taken care of with what you're going to do?
Yeah, it's still like I was just telling Juanita, all the positions are good, valid positions. They're all going to be built under. That's
Yeah.
why I had to go get a team to help me.
Yeah.
So whatever positions are in the network, which is with me, they're going to be built under. That was the initial plan. Now, some things may change with them as far as who can participate, but seeing as though they didn't pick you out right now, I would just hold on to that one. And as things, you know,
Yeah.
relax a little bit, you should be able to participate.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, and this is for everybody, the fourth grade is set up to help you get into Team Royal by participating in a promise delivered. Now, you don't have to go in right then. You may want to wait, or you may want to, you know, whatever. You might have something else you need to pay for, whatever you got, or you want to get the product. Fourth grade will always give you the option to go into Team Royal. And you can decide when that happens. Okay? I would like to see it happen as soon as you go to the fourth grade, go ahead and get your first one, and so on and so forth. But like I said, there's some that don't want it. There's a lot that are international that can't get it. But there's some, you know, domestic that don't want it or not sure they want to do it or whatever that issue is. I don't know. But for the most part, fourth grade will always be available for you to take a 398 position. Even after you got all yours. Let's say you come back and say, you know what? I'm going to do an LLC for, I don't know, whatever. Go in there with an LLC, 398. You'll go in somewhere, you'll be placed, and so on and so forth. As long as it's not your name, you can keep going in as many times as you want. It just has to be an LLC, a trust, C Corp, S Corp, something with an EIN. 2 months down the road, you activate that LLC, get a bank account, get a debit card, set it up on that account. It pays for itself and not you coming out of your check or your funds. That's the mindset I want everybody to have. For those who had the jump start, you know you got that one. That's a $300 payment that could be coming out of your, you know, your wallet. And let's say we launch and you go get your first fourth grade position. It'll be $398 from the system, put you in. But the $398 putting you in means you got a $300 bill, right? In 30 days. If that's under an LLC, let's say you're receiving from your Jumpstart, it should be enough that you go ahead and activate your LLC. Get a bank account on it, get a debit card, put the debit card in the back office of that LLC account. And as funds are withdrawn to that account, it can pay for its own. And so on and so forth. Every time you open a brand new account, make sure within 30, 60 days, you activate it, whether it's a C Corp, S Corp, whatever, activate it, get its own bank account, and make it pay for its own position. That's what I'm doing. And I want everybody to follow what I'm doing, so it's not, your regular card is not getting hit for $900, $1,200. So you want to spread them out, once you get time, to make sure each position has a bank account so it can take care of its $300. All right, you're paying for the business position and the membership or the customer. That's $300, $149 each. All right. Jerome.
Well, I thought I'd lowered my hand. I don't have a
Okay.
question.
You do or don't? All right, Margaret.
I don't.
Thank you.
Yes, Montalvo. Did you receive the email that I sent regarding the department stores for New Zealand and Zimbabwe?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. I had a couple of questions in there, and I realise now you have explained on this call today, so my questions have been answered. Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to the end of the month, very much indeed. And I just, keep positive, and hoping all will be revealed very shortly.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, thank you very much, Montalvo.
You're welcome. You're welcome. There's some other things that are also coming out. Hold on. Juanita?
Yes, Montalvo, maybe my thoughts running away with me. Suppose you get the funds and you give us a 398 and we keep moving. When we get into Promise Delivered, and that the 4th grade comes now, what's going to happen there? What do you do there?
So if you have both positions already before we get launched, I don't think that'll happen because it's going to take a few minutes to do all that. But if you do, and let's go with that scenario. Let's say the 398 is given to you twice and you get both, positions, you're all set up. Then we launch a Promise Delivered and you get to the 4th grade. The first thing you're going to do is subscribe because you're not going into Team Roy.
Right, you're not going there anymore. Right.
Right. So you're going to subscribe to a Promise Delivered. The second time you come there, you're going to donate you're just going to click on one of those donations and send that to the bread basket. And then the third time you get there, shop or withdraw.
Okay. Alrighty. Thinking ahead.
Yeah, please do. This is what I'm asking everybody at the front of the call. I hope you guys are logging into your wallets. You can get your receive code. You know how to get your receive code. All that stuff. You want to be proficient when it happens because, like I said, I'm not going to be able to babysit. I'll have both plates full with 2 forks and, 1 fork in each hand. So I'm going to do my best to help you. You got Team Royal. You got the enrollers and the callers. If something happens or something comes up that I can't get right to you, send an email to 2 or 3. That's your first stop. Second stop would be the next time we do a call. Q&A, ask your question. Okay? But anytime after the call, I'm going to have both hands on this equipment. Okay? I want to make sure that we do a smooth, clean load. Everybody has 3. No purples and reds, and I don't want to do it and all this. I get it. I shouldn't be like that, but I'm going to be on it. I want to make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be so they're receiving like we've already talked about. You're going to be receiving on both ends, Promise Delivered and Team Royal. But I have to help manage that, so I won't have time to get on the phone and chill with you for 40 minutes. I can't do it. I'm just saying it beforehand so we don't even go there. Dan.
Yeah, Montalvo, when we sign up for what do you call it, Team Royal, they always ask for your name and a business name, correct?
Right. So if you're going to open up a business account, you still have to put your name, your social, the business name, the EIN.
Okay, just to make sure that you can keep putting your name in 3 times.
Yeah, you got to put it in there.
Okay, and they won't spit it out then.
No,
Okay.
no, because you're opening a business account or LLC. Even though you got the EIN, you got the business name and all that, you still have to put your stuff in there.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Yep. And I do believe now, this is just from listening, all of what I just said won't even matter because the IRS will no longer be there. That's what I'm praying for. Latrice?
Good night, Montalvo.
Good
Can you go over that? You were explaining that came about the, oh gosh, what I was about to say. With the Team Royal and when it kind of the new position so that we can receive all the bonuses and stuff. It won't be on like how some of us got the jump start.
Mhm.
Can you clarify that again for me? Like when you getting ready to load, is it going to be like a new position or it's going to be like under the, it's
Okay.
going to be under the, I don't know, just if you guys explain it.
Yeah, let me
Like,
just take over. All right. So again, there's only a few of you that have jump start positions, 178 to be exact, that have that jump start position. The time to receive bonuses on that position is expired. So when I start doing the 398s, if the funds come through first, or even if you go in through a promise delivered and you get that first 398, those are going to be brand new positions. They're still going to go under the jump starts because the jump starts need to be filled out and then under and so on and so forth. But that new position is now in bonus availability, the 30-day, 60-day, 90-day. We have close to, it'll be 400 positions available once we start rolling. And then new people, as you know, a lot of people are waiting for the launch before they actually tell somebody or come on in. But again, they won't know about it because if they're on that old list is gone. I deleted it. So we're only going to deal with new people. But to stay on what you asked, the new positions will be in bonus availability because they're brand new and we're going to load quickly. That's why I want to make sure everybody's good so I can load 3333333, and so on and so forth. When I do that, you're going to hit your bonuses with this new position. Let's say, I don't know, you're pretty well up and then you get your 3, you get your 12, 36, 54, you're at $50 a day. Okay, on that position. The new position is not only going to be somewhere along that, somewhere I would say $20 a day, but it's going to hit those bonuses, the 150, the 450, and the 900. Okay, that'll come on to that new position. So that's why I'm trying to, you know, when whichever one comes out first, either the software is finished and we just go as normal, or the funds get released. And it is going to be, that's why I said it's going to be quick. It's not going to be, okay, that we got that. I have to move those funds quickly. So I'm going to be putting through. You're going to be called. Are you going to go for it? Yes or no? So on and so forth. So when that happens, you'll have a 398 position. When I come back to you again, if I do, you'll get another one. Everybody gets 2. Remember, promise delivered 2. So that's what's going to happen if that scenario happens first. If we get the software, we just launch.
Okay, thank you very much.
Confuse everybody.
Thank you very much for clearing it up. I understand now.
Okay, great. Margaret?
Yes, Montalvo. A moment ago you said there was something else coming out that you alluded to, but then somebody else came in. And the other thing was, in the United States, you are way ahead of where we are in New Zealand as regards changes to banks. The IRD, which is in our country is your equivalent of the IRS, and it is law. You have to pay taxes by law here. It's in our constitution, so we're slightly different. Do you see a possible time frame for the whole world to be changing into that scenario, the same as the States?
Yeah, it's gonna domino effect. What is coming is Nasara.
Right.
That's what's coming.
Yes. Yeah.
And when they announce that, there is no law that says you have to pay taxes because that's garbage. Taxes has always been voluntary. And what's going to happen is all those laws that we're talking about will go away because that's British law, number one.
Yeah, maritime.
Right, maritime and all that's going away. So
Right.
once they announce that, it's going to be a different ballgame.
Okay,
Completely.
so that's President Trump has to announce Nasara, and then after that, there's a period of time when all the governments have to be replaced. Is that correct? 120 days
Correct.
or something?
Correct.
Yeah.
All the governments go away because a president, the whole political thing is still British law.
Right.
So once he announces it, he has to himself step down.
Right.
And he may become I think it was governor of DC or something crazy like that. Whatever it is, there will be no more of that. And then
Right.
the House and all that stuff will go away. The Supreme Court, all that crap, stuff goes away. And then we go back to common law.
Right. That'll be fantastic.
Yes.
Our government is not doing much for the people here.
No, none of them are.
Yeah. So hopefully within sometime this year, we might be streets ahead of where we are now.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm hoping next week. He's knocking things down every week.
Right. Okay. Oh, well, fingers crossed. Can't wait. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Montalvo. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Right.
David.
Yes, Montalvo. Just one last thing. You'd mentioned a while ago, you're going to get to the Jumpstart people and ask them if they're in or out. Then you'll get to other people who are not in Jumpstart, correct?
Yes.
Okay. No, that's what I wanted to find out. Just want to make sure. Okay. And just to reiterate, we need to have emails for each of the positions. We have to have 2 emails for both positions, right? 2 and 2, right? Emails. That's what you recommend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Night. Okay. Bye.
Hold on a minute. CJ?
Just wanted to verify something that I think you said on one of the calls. In Team Rural, if you rank up in the compensation plan and your numbers fall below whatever rank you're on at that time, okay, you actually stay at that rank or do you come down? Is that one?
You have to be a 3-star, I believe. It's either 3-star or 4-star. One of those two is like where they cut it off at. But for the most part, that's what they stated, is going on. But like I said, once we get either one of these things, you won't have to worry about that because you're going to shoot up past all of that. But I do believe it's 3-star and above.
Okay.
All right.